Based on my project management teaching experience, I always think that project management is a very practical skill. And as a lecturer, I should never be satisfied by only delivering project management theories to my students. Business school students need to have a business mindset, and they should also be able to synthesize their knowledge learned from different courses to design and develop a real business project. This is perhaps my initial reason and the motivation to design the advanced project management course by using experiential learning method. In the new project management course, students who participated in this course spent 12 weeks together to enhance their project management skills on the advanced level. They had to organize themselves into groups. While playing the balloon debate game, all project groups choose their group leaders who acted as project managers. Each project team needs to design their own business, including developing their creative business idea, mapping business process, building business model, and carry out their business by setting up projects. With the great support from the business faculty of the University of Greenwich, each project team was offered a small amount of budget to start up their project. Within the 12 weeks course, students spent 10 weeks for their projects, while the last 2 weeks were used for project presentations and awards ceremony. 4 categories of project awards were designed, including Best Project, when considering the overall performance, Most Profitable Project, Best Sustainable Project, and Best Project Manager. Students were very excited about the project because they were using real money and doing real business project. One of them actually said that, "I have always wanted to do this kind of thing, and now I finally got this opportunity." However, despite all the excitement, when we were considering that the actual project time was only about 10 weeks, it became a real challenge for both the students and myself. The 10 weeks project was officially kicked off by each group designing their business and defining their project. They were expected to make a profit out of their business project, which was to be donated to a chosen charity of their choice. Students were shown a couple of business examples, but most importantly, they were encouraged to use their creativity to come up with their unique business ideas and with keeping business ethics all the time. We have got 4 projects in this course. The Rewards Car Wash project was doing a hand car wash business, and it was developed by a group of 6 talented and energetic young men. I had no idea how did they come up with such a business idea, but it wasn't a surprise because car is always one of boys' favorite topics. This project was initially designed to build a partnership with the Greenwich University car park. Zach did hard work in designing a very comprehensive WBS, work breakdown structure, while Francis and Dallin helped to polish and carry it out. Despite a significant effort of communication and negotiation, after a long waiting of 2 weeks, their business proposal was finally rejected. The situation had given the project a significant impact in a negative way. Now the time was lost, and they had to quickly switch to their contingency plan. Under the leadership of Carl, Kelvin, and later Mubarak, the team had successfully secured a public car park as a business partner. With a team effort, this project managed to make a profit of £188 at the original cost of £47. The Eat a Cake and Save a Soul of Child project was a handmade cupcake business. They successfully built a partnership with people from their local community who supported them with making beautiful cupcakes but with no labor cost. They organized selling events at different locations both within and outside the campus. In order to attract different types of customers, they provided a different size of packages so the cake could be sold individually and in a box of 6 or 8. They didn't have a fixed selling price, and instead they gave a guided price, but they usually received more money. In the end, they made a profit of £129, and their customers include the Pro-Vice-Chancellor of the university. The Oran project was owned by a group which decided to sell smart pens with multiple functions. They mapped out the entire supply chain of their business, which covering the supplier from China and the furthest customer from Qatar. In addition to the original budget provided by the business faculty, members in this group added extra budget which offered them some flexibilities to do the project. This group also put a great effort in marketing and promoting their business. They designed their project logo and printed it on a pen. With the remarkable negotiation skills, they managed to keep their cost to the minimum. By the time the project was closed at the end of week 10, the group made a total revenue of £615. After deducting their cost of just under £200, we had our champion project that made a total profit of £415. The name of Faithia fundraising project was designed to include the initials of all the project group members. This is the only project which primarily relied on social media to run the business. They created a Facebook account to advertise their business and to raise social awareness of charity supporting. They not only sourced their products on the internet with a very cheap price, but also collected second-hand products through the other people's donation. They very successfully designed a project banner and made a good deal with the student union to hold their selling event. Although this project faced the problems of lack of human resources due to family issues, with a strong team spirit and supporting with each other, this group still managed to make a small profit of £35 in the end. After 10 weeks hard working, all groups have now closed their projects. This time, every project was successful in the sense that they all managed to achieve their objectives, which were first to generate a profit based on the initial investment of £20. Secondly, to return the investment to the business faculty of Greenwich University and to donate the profit to the chosen charities, Cancer Research UK and UNICEF. The final task for the students now is to present their projects to a judging panel consists of 6 experts coming from either an industry or an academic background. In the presentation, students have to talk about how their business ideas were developed, how the processes were mapped, and how the business models were built. Based on their business plans, they also need to talk about how their projects were designed by using project management skills and techniques which they had learned in the previous academic year. And more importantly, how their projects were conducted, including dealing with risks and changes. The panel also asked questions from different angles, and some of them could be a little bit tricky, but students managed to answer them very well.
You managed to get somebody to cook the cakes for free, right? That makes a big difference to your costs. Did you work out at all what would it have looked like if you'd had to pay somebody to make the cakes? If it was a proper business?
If it was a proper business, because I have a little skills in bakery myself, if it was a proper business, they normally charge on the quantity of the flour, which is the kilos. In this case, the kilos was about 2 kilos to make the cake, which is that the total cost of making it will be about £38.
Finally, those students who nominated their projects to be the best sustainable project All their project managers, to be the best project manager, have to give separate presentations to pitch for their winnings.
Basically, this is one, as I said, this is one of the best, and I've gained a lot of experience in, in being on this course.
What I call it, ultimate project management course.
The business project for this course has finished, but the learning has not. Students will be doing many projects in their future, although some of them will fail and some will succeed. It is the experience they achieve that makes their learning picture better and richer.